Thanks for coming on and checking out our free educational social media webinars for insurance professionals. I just wanted to introduce myself. My name's Ken French. Obviously, I'm the presenter of this video. And long story short, my background is in the insurance industry. I used to own a company by the name of NAS Financial, which is what you would call a general agent, a wholesaler, an IMO. And long story short, I worked with about 7,000 independent insurance professionals all across New Jersey, New York, Pennsylvania, really helping them sell employee benefits, individual medical, Medicare, life insurance. To make a very long story short, I sold that company back in 2009, got out of that side of the business, and started a company called benefitstore.net, which specifically helps independent agents with custom website design and social media marketing. And currently we work with property and casualty agents, life insurance agents, health insurance agents. We even work with a number of senior insurance specialists like the Medicare and annuities. And obviously they come to us because they need help with social media. But what we're going to talk about today is we're going to talk about LinkedIn. And we're going to talk about why it's important to have a good presence to grow your insurance business. And of course to get referrals. I mean, that's the key. So, you know, one of the most common concerns or questions or things that we hear kind of out there from independent agents is they'll say, yes, I have a LinkedIn profile, but I don't pay attention to it. It's not valuable to me, and I don't even know what to do with it. So, you know, I think the things we want to get across with this presentation is that regardless if you feel it's valuable or not, people are finding your profile. And, you know, at the end of the day, you need to look at your LinkedIn profile kind of as a mini website for your brand. Think of it as maybe like a virtual resume. You know, a lot of consumers out there today, when they get referred to you, or you know, possibly, or you know, just kind of checking out if you're going to be reputable or not, are going on to Google and they are typing in your name to kind of see what comes up. And if you do the same for me, you know, the first thing that comes up is my LinkedIn profile, and I look at that as an opportunity to kind of project myself to be the expert. So one of the things I've tried to do with my LinkedIn profile is I've put the time in so that it tells my story and it tells people how I can help them and what I specialize in. Obviously, I have quite a few videos on here, quite a few articles, and I have dozens upon dozens of recommendations from clients. So I think that that should be the number one consideration when you think about your profile. You know, you want to use it as a positive. The reason that LinkedIn has become so popular today is there's an incredible amount of traffic on it consistently. And that's what we're always after. We are in the business of talking to people and being in the crowd. And LinkedIn is kind of just like a big crowd of people. And the goal for you should be to get people to your LinkedIn profile so they can understand who you are and how you can help them. And in the end, it's going to drive more traffic to your website, and I'm confident in that. But in general, I think the three things we want to take away from today's presentation is that, one, LinkedIn is a mini website for you, and it really should give a good overview on how you can help people. Two, it actually can be used as a drip marketing tool, which we'll talk about in later videos. Obviously, you have the ability to connect with thousands of people, and you have the ability to drip on these people and send out marketing messages to drive them to your website or to drive them to your business. And then the third thing, which is a little bit more complex, but it is a tool, is you have the ability to go into niche organizations, niche groups of maybe where your potential clients are, and to become an active member amongst them and to communicate with them for free. So the keys to success are actually pretty simple. But at the end of the day, you know, you have to be careful about the amount of time you put into LinkedIn. The number one thing I stress with all my consulting clients is everything we do with social media, we want to do it efficiently. We don't want to get sucked in where we're putting in 4 or 5 hours a day. We want to have a system in place where we're spending 4 or 5 minutes a day doing the little things correctly, doing the little things efficiently, and keeping things moving. So when it comes to success with LinkedIn, the number one thing, which is really the simplest, is making sure that your profile is set up correctly. And I'll go through in more detail in another video on what I expect. But to me, that's the number one thing. Make sure that you have your correct contact information, your website, and make sure you have a really well-written, simple summary that tells people how you can help them, what you specialize in, and how they can, what the next step is in communicating with you. Then, of course, the next step is growing your distribution. Like I said, LinkedIn can be a really powerful drip marketing tool that you can use for free, but you can't drip on people unless you're connected with people. So again, you want to make sure you're focused on connecting with as many people as possible and growing your distribution. So that might mean your current clients, your prospects, your friends, your old classmates, people from the history of your life. At the end of the day, that's going to be where you're going to get results, is tapping into that network and driving people to your website. Then once those are in place, you can then utilize LinkedIn's messaging tools to set up a really good drip marketing campaign. So again, just to kind of clarify, I'm a big believer that if you have a LinkedIn profile, whether you think of it as valuable or you keep it up to date, to me it's kind of irrelevant. People will find it. They'll find it on LinkedIn, they'll find it on Google. They will hold you accountable if it looks terrible. So if you're not going to make the commitment to keeping it up to date, delete it immediately because it's very highly search engine optimized. But to me, that's silly. Of course you'd want to have the profile looking good. Of course you want to get traffic to the profile because it's going to be more people to your website. So just take the time, follow these keys to success, and I'm confident it's going to be a huge value to your insurance operation. So again, just to kind of clarify, guys, if you get a chance, you really should check out our website, benefitstore.net. Again, we specialize in working with independent agents, designing them custom websites. We kind of interview you, go through what your operation does, and then we build a website around the way you want to work. And we also have a service called social media posting, where if you don't have the time every day to post educational insurance content, we can do that for you. So if you get a chance, take a look at this, and please feel free to contact me directly if you'd like to set up a free consultation where we can kind of review your website and social media presence and advise if we can help you or not. Thanks again, and thanks for checking out today's video.